Hello and welcome to Fridays at 4 here on twitch.tv/DDOstream. Thank you very much for joining us every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, currently Eastern Daylight Time, -4 GMT, over on twitch.tv/DDOstream. Don't forget to give us a follow if you'd like to be notified for when we go live with shows just like this one and our other shows that we have going on, like tonight, 8 p.m., Pikers Anonymous, 9 p.m. Saturday, the Moosey and Bew Show, and perhaps Sunday at 5 p.m., Titan will be streaming DDO. Monday, Minion Mondays, and a whole bunch more. Another person who is doing some streaming and is my special guest this week, again, is Patrick from DDOcast. How you doing, Patrick?
Hey folks, how's it going?
Great. It's nice that you, have the day off, afternoon off, something like that, and you can join me live over here?
Yeah, it happens every once in a while.
Yeah, very cool. Now, I know you are actually planning to do some interesting streaming yourself. I've been getting some emails related to a DDO Splat thing that you got working out.
Yeah, so next week, Saturday, the 23rd, in conjunction with the Moosey and Bew Show, we're going to be doing VOD. We're going to do Vision of Destruction on with out-of-the-box iconic characters. So we're going to roll up iconic characters, and we're going to take them straight into VOD.
I like it.
See how well that goes.
I have a prediction how well that goes, but we'll find out.
Well, I'm not planning on doing Elite.
Oh, really? We have to do Elite. Come on, that's the whole point, right?
I think that would be an exercise in futility to a certain extent, considering that we won't have things like scrolls or curse pots or any of that kind of stuff. And we will be, I think it's level 18 quest. We're going to be level 15s. So I think Elite would be a little bit of a stretch. Maybe hard.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
It should be a lot of fun.
At the very least, it's Saturday at midnight, so, people, a certain percentage.
At
9 p.m. your time.
Eastern.
Oh, 9 p.m. Eastern?
9 Eastern, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
6
9 p.m. your time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. No problem then. That's a little bit earlier than for me. Not like midnight would have killed me on a Saturday night, but that'll work. I'm going to be 5% more ready. All right. So anyway, what are we doing today? Well, I need to basically prove myself or prove that I can't do it. So if you watched Wednesday's stream, we died a lot in Spinner of Shadows on Epic Elite. And I like Spinner of Shadows, and I'm generally pretty good at it. And I don't like dying a lot, so I want to try this again, and this time succeed, with Patrick's help. Or was that last Friday, Patrick? I can't remember when I actually ran that now.
It wasn't Friday, because we did something else.
Oh, okay. There we go. Cool. Let's see. I'm actually going to see if I can... I have someone else that might be joining me here, and I'd like to get them on Skype as well, if I can. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to try to get Urlock in, because he joined our group. I should be able to get him in there if I can coordinate the Skype stuff. So, oh. There you go. It grows. Death. Ziggy Jester says, death seems to be one of those things that grows on you the more often you do it. That's right. That's right.
And if you want a different experience of what death means, start running Twitching Permadeath, 1, and 2, do Makara DDO's challenge.
Yeah, right. You were right. We're actually going to talk about that, I think, just in a little bit here. But before I do that, I have a little bit of news. Some pretty big news. Patrick, I hope you haven't recorded DDOcast yet.
Not quite.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I can add someone to our Skype call. I'm going to drop him and then try to do this. Contact list. Online. Okay, Skype is bothering me. What happened to my regular view? The split window view. That's what I want. There we go. Alright, I'm going to drop the Skype call quick and call you right back, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. There we go. Alright, you there? Hello?
It's just us.
Yep, it's still looking for Urlock there, huh? We have the right name for him, right? I mean, that is his
I think so.
Skype name. I think so. I hope so. But I guess if not, I'll find someone will need to let me know. All right. So anyway, what's the big news? We're about ready to do an info dump on the Warlock. Not long after the stream here today. So it's going to have all sorts of info on the Warlock here coming up. So you're going to have a real busy show, I think, this weekend. So.
Good, because right now there's like no news in my news section.
I know it's been you know, there was actually a forum thread this week that was kind of like, why are you guys not talking to us? And the short answer is because we've all been heads down at our desks working. The devs on getting Warlock ready for Lamania and putting up this Warlock post. I've been working on a Players Council post, actually, that I'm going to be hopefully getting out early next week that'll sort of give you an update as to what the Players Council has been up to throughout the week here. Frankly, I'm also working on release notes for the upcoming Lamania thing for Warlock and all that as well. So frankly, we've just been super duper busy. And then on top of that, even, you know, every now and then I do a little bit of work on Asheron's call as well. And I don't know if we have any AC players in the stream, but they've had a few technical issues we had to work out this week, so I had to devote a little time to that as well. So did Sev. But anyway, you were talking a little bit about this Mikar DDo's 10-week challenge, which I think is awesome. And I also think I didn't run Temple of Elemental Evil last week because I figured there was no way in heck I was going to be able to pass that on Elite on a level 4 character, but you did it, Patrick.
In fairness, I didn't figure it was going to go horribly well either. I got a little lucky, but yeah, I managed to do it. It was a lot of sneaking around corners and body pulling in full plate.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I mean, I've got his Skype call. He just needs to answer it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, hey, never mind the tell I just sent you then. Thanks for being here. And Urlock is also with us here. How you doing, Urlock?
Oh, it's a beautiful, nice, rainy Friday day.
Cool. I was just saying I'm actually working on getting out that Players Council post for hopefully early next week, and I know, you know a little bit about that, so, yep.
A little.
Yep. I'm trying to get as much like actual info as I can this time. The last couple I've done, you know, we got some criticism from folks that just, I wanted more info, kind of a thing. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna see what we can do. You know.
They always want more info.
Yeah. All right, we are doing Spinner of Shadows, Epic Elite. We should be able to do this, huh? Or
Yeah,
not?
we should be able to.
Yep.
It can't be as hard as Temple of Elemental Evil and Elite.
Actually, you know what we might need, though? We might need a hireling here. Just like some backup healing. So I'm going to get a hireling out. Let's see. Which one do you like better? Guess we'll go ahead. Oh, by the way, another thing we're actually working on. I don't know if it's going to be entirely next week or maybe the week after, maybe next week. We're working on a new producer's letter as well. And it's basically going to be an update as to sort of what's been going on so far. You know, and a little bit of a kind of short-term plans. We also have some kind of technical stuff that we can talk about. Not now. Sorry. But we'll have that too, so.
Ooh, technical stuff.
Yep. We are doing things. But so anyway, you were talking about Temple of Elemental Evil trying to pass Mikar DDo's 10-week challenge on level 4 on Elite. How did you actually do that?
A lot of luck.
Yep.
A lot of jumping around, and a lot of sneaking around corners. And if anyone wants, you can go to diocast.com. I actually posted a video of me doing it.
Yep.
I don't know that anyone would actually want to watch the whole thing, 'cause it's like just over 2 hours long, and I'm not narrating or anything. It's just the game volume. But you can kind of bounce around and see how I was doing it. Mostly it was because there's large packs of mobs together all over the place. So I pretty much had to kind of sneak around a corner and try and pull one or two of them around and kill them off. Kind of pick them off in the herd kind of thing. And I was lucky enough not to run into any traps until after I got all 4 keys.
Ah, okay.
Which was
That'll
one
help.
of my 2 deaths, because I managed. I pretty much completely forgot about traps at that point. That's like went down a hallway and boom,
Yeah, that'll happen.
I got hosed. But yeah, it was mostly, and I was doing it more or less on a melee character. With a level 3 paladin, 1 ranger. I splashed ranger to kind of have a little bit of range option because I figured I might need a little bit of that. So I did have a bow, but most of it was melee and kind of sneaking around the corners and pulling stuff back around 1 to 3 at a time. But there were some hairy spots.
I bet.
The end fight was a chore, and was where I had my second of 2 allowed deaths. The Earth Elemental proved to be very troubling with his Earth Grab, with Fire Elementals throwing fireballs at me. That was a problem. And there was one point where I went through one of those little transporty doors, and it deposited me right in the middle of a huge pack of orcs, which was sporting. And I used a lot of Christmas cookies.
Oh, sure. All right.
I was eating those pretty heavily.
Nice. All right, just a quick look at chat here. Titan asks, how is Lamania going? As we just mentioned, we're working hard to get it out there as soon as we can. And we'll have more information really about sort of what our plans are soon enough. Yeah, so we should probably stick together just because last time it didn't work out so hot for us and we didn't. But if you have a preference,
No, that's fine.
All right. So yeah, I mean, it's real busy times. If you think about all the Lamania work, all the dev work, the public communication work, even though, like I say, this week, as you state, was a little on the quiet side because we were all, frankly, heads down working on it. But
I usually figure the less you guys are talking, the more you guys are working.
yeah, that's generally true. But I mean, I've been doing stuff on the forums. But like I said, I've been writing up all sorts of stuff for kind of future approvals and things like that as well. So I've been busy too. Plus, can I say, we got to see Mad Max last night. In one of our WB benefits, we got to see a 7 p.m. screening, which was incredible. I know that I am a WB employee, so I think I'm mandated to say that I'm totally biased, but that movie freaking ruled.
So it brings back the memories of youth of going to a movie and actually coming out totally wow.
Yeah, my jaw was on the floor in several scenes. Now I will preface this: if you're like, I truly hate the movie Road Warrior, this one's probably not going to change your mind. But if you liked Road Warrior, holy moly, this movie is just going to blow your brains out.
Let's go kill a spinner.
Okay.
Before she kills me.
Yeah. I loved it. Loved it.
Looking forward to watching.
Yep.
I still gotta go watch Avengers.
Yeah, me too, actually. I haven't had time to see Avengers yet.
That was good. Although, no good one. The only thing I'll say is no Hulk one-liners like last time where...
Oh, yeah.
Puny God.
That was a pretty good part of the movie, that's for sure. Yeah. Man, I should not be taking the aggro of the spinner here.
I'm trying to get in there.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable letting you have it.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. So that was going on. Like I said, we've been actually just doing a lot of interesting work. It's been really cool. We're seeing the Warlocks start to come together, though clearly there's still a bunch of work to do. But I got to see my first sort of casting animations recently. It's looking pretty cool, like the Eldritch Blast sort of animation.
Nice. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing it next week, hopefully.
Yeah. Odds are good. I never want to announce these things until they're done, or closer to being ready, because Things come up every now and then. It happens sometimes, but yeah. But that's the plan anyway. So, but
Kobolds with control weather wands making you have 10 days off. Yeah.
yeah, right. Well, no, it's just mostly a matter of just process stuff. You know, hey, can we get the build out? Is everything working enough that it's ready for a preview? You know, is it past QA, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it's a process, right? And as with any sort of technical process, things could be like, oh, last night's build failed. Guess we're going to have to take another build, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So that's just sort of how things go.
Hey, Jerry, toss me the star real quick.
Yeah.
Come on, whoa, heal yourself.
Oh, Andaro. That's what you get for going toe-to-toe with an Hezru. An Epic Elite. I need some... This guy is just not meant for healing. Yeah, I know this is the era of self-sufficiency in DDO, but this guy ain't too self-sufficient. He's a traditional fighter, which means he needs a healer to keep him alive.
Self-sufficiency only gets you so far.
Yeah. If I was meant to heal myself, I wouldn't be swinging a sword. No, I'm kidding. As someone who plays a cleric, that's totally not true. I'm just trolling. Trolling my own live stream?
You wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, both clerks down.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring one of them. Actually, that's just a healing, so.
I can get him back up here. Give me one moment. As soon as I get rid of this Hezro.
I could actually get the Wyo up with Andaro.
There you go.
Alright. Where is Wyo? Where are you? Okay, there you go. Hey, Sean. Appreciate, or Jib Cutter from our chat room. Appreciate you joining us. Welcome to the madness.
Yeah.
What are you using to freeze them in place?
Sharati.
Okay. That'll work. Well, keep doing it, because that'll probably prevent we get wiped by Hezru, which is what happened last Wednesday. Looks like the spinner's back up.
Let's beat her down again.
Yep.
Here she comes. Let me grab the essence and throw it at her once. I think a lot of people don't realize you can get something from a spinner to, not from the spinner, but the silver flame to actually take down a shield.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think some folks don't actually know that. You're right.
Or they'll just
leave her
chuck
in the thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Or they'll just chuck it away and use it all at once.
Yeah.
Definitely have DPS.
That's working enough. Oops. Word crystals, got enough to light up another. I like to save this one on the corner, just so that in case I'm in a run, I can just sort of figure out which one to make a beeline to.
Here comes the red.
Yep.
If you want, I'll try and keep the Hezrus under control in the middle.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there went my healer.
Wow. Let me see if I can have Andaro res him.
He's only level 20, so he's doing pretty good for level 20 and 407 hit points.
Yeah, an Epic Elite. For sure. Come on, Andaro, where you at? Here we go, let me call you back. Heal Wyo. There we go.
Nicely done.
Hey, CSI, I appreciate you being here. Let's see. I listened to your DDOcast debates last week, and I was actually going to bring up something, and now I can't remember what it was. I wish I should have written it down.
It was a fun one.
Yeah, it was a really good one. I really liked it.
I'm actually thinking about in the future not actually doing the kind of more pointy somebody wins kind of thing. Kind of just doing it debate style and not worrying about that.
Sure.
Not sure that it's really adding a whole lot to the experience.
Yeah, it's just kind of a way to... I think it's really just more of a way for the moderator to sort of get involved in the discussion a little bit.
Yeah, but I could just debate too, so it's not like...
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hezru champion heading our way.
Uh-oh.
Sweet.
I can feel my death already.
Yeah.
Is this him? No.
No, it's over here.
And here comes the spinner.
Great. Let's try to take out these Hezru first if we can dodge the spinner enough, and then beat down the spinner.
The spinner is irrelevant. I don't think anything with the spinner right now.
Yep.
After we kill the champ Ezra, go carry around.
Oh, good. We got him paralyzed. Head.
Dead now.
Dead Hezru walking.
Alright.
Right, just, no, go the other way. Yeah, I'll go. She's completely irrelevant.
Okay. Yep.
It looks like Sean's gonna... Nope, I got her. I'm gonna just go light everything up and cut her around.
Ooh, champion flame eater.
Yeah. It eats flame really good. It's a competition level flame eater. You know, in our world, it's just how many hot dogs can you eat, but over here, it's how many hot dogs on fire can you eat. So, gotta have a little challenge. After all, there is no protection from hot dog in DDO.
Looking for hot dog.
That might not be a good
For
emote.
him.
that emote may be problematic.
Add to that the old shadow.
One more spider, and then I can light up a couple more torches here.
I have enough wards for one.
I have enough for two.
I'm almost up to 2. Go light them up. Go light what you can.
There we go. Let me figure out which way I'm going.
Hirelings have been doing very good. I have to admit that.
You know, it's interesting because I've been hearing such conflicting reports. You know, if you go to the forums, there are some folks who are basically just like hirelings are, you know, need a lot of work. And then I'm also, my own experience is frankly that they're in a pretty good place right now overall. So, I don't know. I know there's always more work to be done on them, but
It's kind
overall,
of quest dependent. Some quests are better for hirelings than others.
Yeah. Yep. But we talked about that last week, so if you want to see us wax poetic / instructional on hirelings,
Well,
check
we
that
said
out.
it was instructional.
Ooh.
I don't know how instructional it was.
Dude, I almost died there. Yeah, it didn't hurt. I got some positive feedback. Folks saying that some of the stand your ground information in particular was useful.
Right now, I have the customized orders open, and I've literally unchecked half the things.
Yeah, that's not working though. That we saw that last week. There's something going on with the customized AI, so we're gonna have to work on that.
Even when you just leave it open, I've been leaving it open and it
Oh.
seems to be working. I haven't been closing it.
Okay, that actually would make sense. That would probably be working. I don't know how. It's not exactly the best experience though, but.
No, I don't know. It was attacking, so one never knows. I have the last
hey,
one.
I've got one. I've got the last one too. So, we are set.
She's got a big butt, and we cannot lie.
Dun 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 dun. There we go.
Nicely done.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little better. See, I was always kind of a battle cleric, even when I shouldn't have been. But,
Oh, I'm looking forward to my cleric lives coming up.
Yeah.
Morning Lord Cleric, straight 20. Should be interesting.
Yep. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm actually getting ready. I've got my my main Mock Duck Cleric on Thelanis that I'm about ready to TR, ERTR. I'm going to turn it into probably a rogue favorite soul build, and I'm probably going to go Thief Acrobat. Just really for flavor. I mean, like I say, this particular character isn't built for, min-maxing or DPS and all the rest. It's kind of just sort of lore-based, story-based, trying to do interesting things with it. So I'm gonna see how effective I can make one. Way back in the day, I tried a rogue favorite soul build, but that was all prior to Harper and everything. So my plan this time around is basically take as much rogue levels as I feel I need, while preserving as much favorite soul as I can get. Certainly enough favorite soul to get me the wings and stuff, and then have a high constitution, basically max out intelligence, use intelligence for 2-hit and damage from the Harper tree.
Know the angles. You definitely have to know the angles.
Yeah, know the angles, absolutely. Yep. So
I fully support, theme builds. They're fun.
Yep. Hopefully I can get my trap detection up enough that it'll be effective probably outside of Epic Elite. I'm not sure that, given this build, I'm going to really be able to hit that top tier, but we'll see, right?
If Yurlock can do it with only 2 levels of Rogue and he's an intelligent barbarian, you should be able to do it with a favorite soul.
Ooh, I see a Templar's Bastion. I see a double crossbow. It's looking pretty good. Ah. I will actually take that. Ooh, I even just got a shard of Templar's Retribution. That's kind of nice. Oh, actually, do you want that Templar's Retribution?
No, I can give it to you.
Yeah, I'm a Bastard Sword user, so I could totally use it. Especially since I just picked up the shard here.
There you go.
All right. Thank you. Now, granted, I'm already level 24 and everything. I'm not sure, but at least for now.
Last call for the Dawson.
If it's all bound to account, I might as well take it, because I could use as much gear as I can get on Kyber here.
There you go.
Yep. Hey, I beat Patrick in the kill count. That means no, but Sean beat us all. Does that mean I'm better than you, Patrick?
No, it just means you got all the kills while I was holding everything.
You're right. I would never claim to be better than you. Yep. You know, one of the things about this mock duck build, though, that that I'm doing is this is a group that I do with a static group, so we can be a little more flexible in terms of our roles and things like that, because we can work together as a team to sort of cover our losses and deficiencies and such. So it works out quite well. I really enjoy it. Plus, the group itself tends to be, we're not casual, but we're not like super hardcore Zergers in this group either. Yep.
It's always nice when you get a core group and you can plan TRs and ERs around each other. It makes life a lot more fun.
Yep, yep. Sure does. Yeah, take my commendations. I don't know if any, I could mention this on this stream. I don't know how many people caught this, but we have a Champion Hunter week going on. So we have some the Mysterious Cloaks and Bracers are back in the Hall of Heroes, Mysterious Remnants vendor. And we also added some augments that have been in game before, but are new to the vendor there. I believe they were available through, some kind of event? It's the Insightful and Exceptional Stat augments. So Diamond of Exceptional Stat +1, and Diamond of Insightful Stat +2. Yep. Feed me to the dragon? I'm up for that. Which one are you talking about?
I don't know.
Want to try the
Probably the well would be the easiest dragon to get to and find.
Don't drink the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Give that a shot.
I
think I've got.
Are you?
Let's see if I have
for it.
For don't drink the water?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. I don't have my key to Evening Star here. Let me take a look. Oh, I just need to be able to get to Evening Star, right?
You actually have to complete the first chain, I think. It won't let you in otherwise, but I can share it. Let's find out. If it lets you take it, then
yeah, I think I've actually I've got that. Yeah, I'm okay.
You've not completed another quest in the story. I might be able to get into it anyways, but
yeah. Well, we could always do Mired and Kobolds. There's the dragon that'll kill us. Let's give that a shot.
An epic?
Yeah, why not?
I think that dragon's gonna do much to us.
Well, okay, you're right. But well, let's see then. We could.
Layla?
Yeah, I don't know if we have a time to really do Vaughn 5 and 6, though, unfortunately. But
No, it takes about 30 minutes. A decent group can get it done in 15, but about 30 minutes to do Vaughn 5.
Oh, I know what we can do. Let's do the weapon ship.
There we go.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Do that on Elite. It's fun at any level.
And it kind of ties into what's coming up.
It does.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Trying to find it and share it.
Yeah.
If you need it,
Yep.
if you want a quick one, if you want a ship invite to get a navigator, please just ask.
Oh, I'll just go the old-fashioned route. I'm halfway there. I may actually no, my guild is a fake guild. Yeah. I'm a guild of one. With the name Arenal Originals, which is done because this character started on Arenal.
Started on what?
The server Arenal. Back in 2006.
Was that a server?
It was indeed. Ended up getting merged with Sarlona.
Thank you for the share.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to, like I say, we're not returning. It's not basically like one of the things I really just want to make sure everyone understands here and kind of hit home is that we're not looking at, say, a return of these Shavarath quests. We're not epifying those, and we're not doing the Tower of Despair either. We're doing a completely new raid and completely new quests. So, and we'll have actually some pretty big information on that when that producer's letter comes out, I believe. So that could be very soon.
Should make it easier to plug in the heroic storyline if you're not doing the recurring quests.
Actually, to be honest, the opposite is sort of true, because if you sort of look at the actual timeline of events, starting all the way back with Veil of Twilight and all the other stuff, right?
Well, if you want to really look at it,
Yeah.
Veil of Twilight happens because of a Cursed
Yeah.
Ascension.
Yeah, right, all that stuff. So there's kind of some lore things we're going to have to sort of figure out. But I was actually talking to Knockback the other day about that, and he's got some pretty cool ideas about how we're going to make that work. So I think we'll be all right.
Does one of them involve blowing up the marketplace again?
That would be awesome. Well, no, not blowing up the marketplace, but something on that scale. So,
Blowing up everyone's guild airship.
Everyone would have a dream that their guild airship blew up otherwise.
yep. No, I still want an epic raid version of Cobalt Assault. Cobalt
Actually,
for
What
yeah.
I've always kind of wanted to see for an epic raid is a Tarask.
Oof.
Yep.
So,
As long as your Cobalt Assault kobolds are the little tiny ones from Three Barrel Cove.
Well, see, they'd have to be scaled up, right? Either that, or they just have to be a million of them. But probably have to scale them up, right? Can't have a million creatures on screen.
Yeah, but they were really tough little kobolds. They didn't do anything.
Well, see, maybe the kobolds could work with I don't know, some entity that like gives them superpowers.
Oh,
Yeah.
So they've been collecting the fragments.
Yeah, there you go.
now what you do is it's kind of Cobalt Assault like. There's a massive invasion of kobolds coming in, and then it's like hobgoblins and other things from the Cerulean Hills, and then you find out that you have to go into the Cerulean Hills and fight the Tarask before it gets to the city.
Have you ever seen? This is an obscure horror film, so I don't know how many people even know what I'm talking about. Has anyone in the chat or anything seen the movie Shockwaves?
Sounds familiar.
It's a 70s movie where basically this group of fishing boat excursion people go to an island, and there's a whole bunch of underwater Nazi zombies that attack them. And it's a very strange movie, but I like it a lot, and I like the idea of sort of hordes of zombie kobolds coming from the harbor.
Kobold Consortium approves this ad.
Yeah. Have the kobolds ride King of the Titans. Oh, that'd be amazing.
It would be more fun if you could control a Titan.
That would be.
You could get in the Titan and drive it around like a tank.
Let us clear the air of illusion, shall we?
Selfie. this is the perfect question to answer the con-op question. Do multiple con-ops stack?
Yeah. I think we talk about that on the live stream this week.
Yep.
They don't stack in regard to sort of cumulatively adding together, but they are separate proc chances. And that's actually the case for most of the kind of, small percentage chance for things, if you have several of them. Particularly, well, I mean, I guess it depends on the effect, right? But predominantly that is the case. That, like, if you have, let's say, a small chance for lightning to show up, and you have two of them, then there's a small chance for lightning to show up for that one item, and then there's a small chance for the next item. So whenever it rolls the percentage, it's sort of separate proc chances. So you don't get like let's say one's a 5% and the other's a 5%. You don't get a 10% chance, you get two 5% chances.
And they're rolled separately, so...
Right, yep. And then, and like many things in DDO, I can't guarantee that is the case in every single case, but I believe that is basically the case. There may be something I'm not thinking of where they don't do that, but...
It was a great debate a couple years ago, and I know a lot of threads are posted on it, but I've seen it. It works. The thing I want to try one of these days is on a Warforged or Bladeforged is where two rings of Master Artifice and see if they'll both proc repair.
Isn't that exclusive?
No, it is not.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yep.
Wow. I'm wrong.
wearing one.
Oh, okay. Nice.
They thought of it. Good.
It's because of the reconstruction cookie.
Can you wear two different level ones, though?
Maybe.
I don't know. That's a good question. But going back to that debate, though, didn't someone basically craft up a bunch of concordant opposition items and just sort of independently prove that?
I think I just can't find the thread.
Yeah.
Prove that they do, that you get...
Separate proc chances, yeah. Yeah, people say they stack, and that's not technically true. They're independent. I guess might be a better word.
They overlap.
Yeah.
Cumulative?
Also, cumulative isn't really right either.
No.
There's not really a word in our stacking vocabulary for it.
Ooh, let's make one up.
Con-op? Nah. Cooperative?
Yeah, cooperative is interesting. They're friends.
Guys are getting all the kills. I can't run fast enough. This is one of the few rare things I don't have. I do not have my mysterious bubble.
Oh, yeah, I don't either. But then I suppose you could say that about a lot of these rare items. I've never pulled a Torque either, to be honest.
I just finally got mine.
Yeah. I don't have Red Dragon scale. Sigh.
It's a lot easier to get than it used to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone's just running Bond 5. Seems like very few people are running Bond 6.
If you want dragon scales, why are you running anything? Look at the auction house.
Yeah.
You know, there are many ways in which I am privileged to, have my position and everything. But one of the few downsides is I am not able to use the Astral Shard auction house. Like, it is blocked in game code for me.
Wow.
So that means I can't actually, anything that's like, oh, just go to the auction house and get it. It's like, you mean the Plaid auction house? No? Okay. Not gonna happen then. And that's just basically a best practices thing, because for those who have watched the live stream before, you know that I can get some free turbine points, and you wouldn't want to potentially impact the economy by, dumping a lot of astral shards in or anything like that. So, it's important that that economy stay.
Healthy?
Yeah, it's not like it would necessarily even be unhealthy, but I guess sort of, what's the right word for maybe just sort of like ethical? I don't know. You don't want to mess with it, you know? You want it to sort of be its natural economy.
Hey, look, two of them just sitting there looking at the planescaller.
That's getting fun.
Mm-hmm.
More!
Yeah, someone says, well, I should just ask in chat for people to give it to me. Well, I don't really want to do that. That doesn't seem fair either, you know?
How much fun.
Yeah.
You want to feel the excitement of actually pulling the item yourself.
Oh, interesting. Russell C535 mentions, probability-wise, if two independent occurrences have a 5% chance of success, the cumulative chance of the two chances is 7.5%.
Nice. Nice bit of math there.
So I guess in that regard, you could say that they do, well, even so, you don't want to call it stacking, right?
Nah, cooperative.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start a thread up and see what the best term that the community comes up with.
Yeah, right.
There seems to be a bug here. I can't remember what it was. I actually have a screenshot of two Kenneth Titans in this rig. Maybe even
I don't know. They're there. Yeah, that's just part of the end thing. It's part of the.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I always remember only seeing one. Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, it comes at the end.
Reinforcements, better late than never.
Holy cow, someone got a bobble.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did.
Yes. There you go. Well, that's awesome. Oops. Oh, no. I mean, Sean, that's yours, right? So, if you want it, take it. Or Juke Coder.
I think the spellcaster should get the bobble.
It definitely shouldn't be me.
I'm
That
not
much I
gonna
know.
argue.
Yep.
Yes, John. Thanks for putting it up, by the way.
Yep. Woohoo.
That's exciting.
Ooh, I like Hyper Dorian's phrase. He says, would parallel be the proper term instead of stacking? That actually is a pretty good phrase, because parallel makes sense. I think maybe
So
we
now
should go
can
with
talk
that.
about bus stacking in parallel or series.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like it. Alright, well, we probably have time for one more shorter quest here. Do you have any... Hey, why don't we do Myriad Kobolds? We could cruise through that in about 10, 15 here. Let's see if we can do that on Elite. See what happens at the end. Russell says, I can't say the word. Our guild has been grinding, WA for weeks without one drip.
It makes me feel better. I don't want to think about the number. I gave up.
Yeah.
I gave
For
up
sure.
a long time ago on getting one of those.
Yep.
Every time I see a nice little LFM up for it, it's like, yeah, why not? Let's try.
Yep. You
It
know,
was my week.
I've never even pulled a where's my brain?
Ear Dweller?
No, I have one of those actually. The desert thing that's skipping my brain right
Bloodstone?
now. Yeah, Bloodstone. There you go. Yep.
The number of. Wow, yeah. That
Yep.
was the thing.
Yep. I mean, I have a few Bloodstones because people have just given me theirs nowadays. You know, they're not quite what they used to be, but um, but man, I've just never pulled one. So
Ooh, legendary victory. I'll take that. Now I know why I couldn't share it. I hadn't picked it up.
ooh, someone's already in, huh?
Yep.
Dungeon
Teleport. Only way.
alert. Dungeon alert.
I think we should do this one naked. What do you think?
No, I want to see because I want to see. Well, I mostly just want to see the end optional fight with the dragon. See what we can do. See if we can beat it. As I don't want to get overconfident here. I've been overconfident, saying, "Oh, surely we're just gonna destroy him," and then next thing you know, we're all red and dead.
Do the optional or not?
Oh yeah.
Kobold tried and decimated.
We're committing genocide.
And we're not actually getting XP, so I suppose I could just sort of move on.
I'll just follow the little treasure bags and find you guys.
There you go. Yep.
Still at level, this is a very fun quest, very challenging.
I like it too. It's a good free quest. You know, when people maybe are just starting or fairly new to the game and they're looking for fun free options. This is a good one to recommend, in my opinion.
Especially since if you're jumping in with an iconic, this is
Yep.
at the right level.
Yep.
Where's Mr. Banana, anyways? I haven't seen him. In a while.
Oh, that's a good point. He moved over to Steel Star's desk. I don't know why, but somehow he managed to get over to a different side of the room. I suppose I should bring him back.
Tell Steel to stop bogarting the banana.
Yeah, right.
Sure, hide out back there and take a nice shrine and while the rest was
Alright, so what do we just want to beat him down, do you think? Yeah. Alright. Do we think we have to worry at all about this optional fight, or what do you don't think, huh?
No.
Alright.
If the baby's dead already,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like how she appears over you,
Yeah.
and you kind of like back to the wall, looking up, classic D&D.
Yep. By the way, there's nothing back there. I once took an admin character and gave myself admin abilities to see if there was like something back there. There really isn't.
This actually looks like a dimension door she just popped through.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I guess I could mention, just to get a little salesy, for those who don't know, we have plus 20 Hearts of Wood on sale this weekend only. So if that is something that you've been kind of waiting around for, or think you might want to use in the near future, then now's the time to pick one up. I did mention on the forums here today, in response to some people asking very sincerely, we currently have no plans to restrict the Warlock in regard to, say, reincarnation, like we have in some past classes, but we would be willing to change our mind on that, frankly, if the community believes strong. Hey, I got a Black Dragon scale.
Right.
Yeah.
Restricted?
Traditionally, when we've put out classes over the years, we've had a period of time where you couldn't LR into them, there's a couple of different sort of things that we've sort of locked away, and with the general idea of we want you to, play from level 1 up on this thing. But we're not really going to do that this time, It's always kind of a mix between some folks like it because they want, they want to sort of everyone be on the same ground and learn to play the class and all that sort of thing. And then, but nowadays, of course, we've got folks who are like, I've got completionist and I want to just sort of do that. So I think we're going to let them, unless the community believes strongly otherwise.
It's hard to, argue for or against it. I'm saying I would prefer not, but that's me. I mean, I want to actually experience the class.
Yeah. Yep. And of course, there's nothing stopping you from playing however you want to with it, right? So.
No, and that's the thing. You have to respect other people's gameplay.
Yeah. But, people do sometimes feel strongly about it. So if people do feel strongly about it, please let us know. We'll take that under consideration. But it's always kind of been, we have to let people know, oh, you can't do this, but you can do this. You can't do this yet. We'll be able to do this with the next patch, that kind of thing. This time I think we're just going to kind of say, forget all that. Let's just let it happen. So, yep. Oh, yeah, Resliz does mention something about the old Sinvala fight. There's a lever back there, and that is true. But the lever doesn't do anything. What that lever was for, though, is sometimes when designers are making a quest, and that quest has a trigger, like in this case, Sinvala appearing, you want to, while you're working on sort of the code and all that sort of thing, to be able to just sort of make it happen right out whenever on command. And so sometimes they'll actually build sort of a little lever somewhere in a corner, and then they can target it and activate it to cause the thing to spawn whenever they want it to spawn. And so it's basically kind of a creation tool, and that's really what that lever's about. But if you went back there today and actually tried to spawn it, I don't believe it would actually work. I think it's just kind of a remnant, a visual remnant that no longer has any purpose. Well, we cruised through that so early. What else can we do? You want to try Terminal Delirium?
I have yet to do any of those.
I don't know that one very well. But if you're thinking about doing it on Elite, it's going to be longer than probably what I got.
Yeah, we won't do it on Elite.
What else is there?
I like Terminal Delirium. Let's do that. We're sitting right next to it. Vizero asks, I'm curious if there has ever been talk within the DDO team of, quote, redoing DDO with a new engine. Short answer to that is no. Slightly longer answer to that is we have, over the years actually, updated our core game engine quite a few times. You know, the engine that DDO started off with in 2006 is not at all the one that exists nowadays. But in terms of, you know, essentially building the entire game from scratch, no, you know. Eek. Alright.
Now a good sign. When the fighter starts taking damage, the moment he steps in.
Yeah. Well, no, I noobed it up.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, let's try this again. Let's release. Let's reset. Titan asks, are there any other things like that in any other quest, Jerry? I assume, you know, regards to the lever sort of question. Yeah, almost certainly there are. Ideally, you know, typically they're not things you ever see, because either they're removed prior to going live with the update, or they're, like I said, behind a wall or in some inaccessible area that you can't actually, you know, get to unless you're a dev. But I'm sure there's some remnants like that kind of hanging out somewhere. Maybe we should do normal, since this is level 27, right? Yeah.
I could switch to my level 27
Yep.
Ranger. That might be better. Give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Titan asks, is the QA team planning on a dev event as well for Lamania? It'll be a mix of QA and moi. And the answer is almost certainly yes. You know, pretty much whenever we release are getting ready to preview a new update, one of the things we're going to do is have some preview time. We'll set aside some specific preview time for the Players Council, because, you know, they've been, you know, giving us feedback and crunching the Warlock for a while now, and this will be their first, you know, chance to actually get behind a keyboard and play it. So we want to make sure that they're covered. But absolutely, we're going to have, presumably, some kind of typical, you know, DDO Lamania event where we kind of hang out, answer questions, you know, help anyone that needs to have whatever spawned or whatever for them. Maybe drop some loot, that kind of thing.
Oh, the one thing that happens over the dojo is you drop the backpack spaces.
Oh yeah, right.
I really wish that the backpack spaces in the store would be the same way.
Hmm.
I mean, it'd be bound to account, you know, but you could transfer it. It's always nice to be able to buy them when they're on sale and stash them someplace.
Yeah. And I think there might be some reasons why that would be maybe not ideal.
Yeah, that was off the top of the head.
Yep.
Gnomes are only good for cannon fodder when goblins are unavailable. Oh.
Patrick, are you Kinnor?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Any chance I get to torture people on Lamania, I'm going to do. So yes, there will be a dev event. Erlock, were you going to join us here for the terminal, or can you not make it?
Yes, I can. Ukla. I'm trying to send you a tell right now.
Oh, send it to Pat. Well, actually, Patrick, send me the star, and then I'll get him in. Yep. There you go.
My friends list is still loading.
Oh, okay, no problem. The name is ARMAHGH.
There you go.
There we go. And actually, I don't know if I've ever actually said this. I know I have said that this guy is Beefheart the vegetarian, who used to be on Aeronol, then was on Sarlona, and then moved to Galanda, and then finally now has moved to Kyber for a while. And but I had to change the name when I got hired here at Turbine, so I had to change the name. And this guy is also like Moktuk in that he's all story based. And, he wanted to import tofu because there was no tofu at the taverns in Stormreach. And so he used to hire kobolds and party members and all that to travel to far-off lands to procure tofu for him at a very high cost of life. And eventually so many people died getting him tofu that he was kicked out of Stormreach by the Coin Lords. So he came back, eventually trying to think, well, surely they're not going to remember me after several years. And he gets to the gate of the Coin Lords, and they ask him, "Who are you?" And he's like, I am They're like, "All right, Armagh, you're welcome in." And so that's how he got the name Armagh. And his bio. Once upon a time, Armagh resided in Stormreach under a different name and had many adventures. Eventually, he retired from adventuring in order to focus his efforts to bring vegetarian ham to Stormreach. It did not go well. Several years passed, and Armagh returned to Stormreach, hoping that the guards and city officials who forced his hasty retreat from the area were long gone. They weren't. They did, however, not remember him all that well, yet. When asked by the city guard upon his entrance to the city who he was, he began to say, "B," but then remembered that he was trying to sneak back into the city, so he replied, "Armagh." The guard replied, "Armagh it is. Welcome to Stormreach. That'll be 1,000 plat." And that's the story of Beefheart the Vegetarian and how he ended up over here. So, I see, are we in Delirium or Terminal Delirium?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I think we're on. Yeah.
No, I think we're in the wrong quest.
Yeah, we are. You are. That's right. Titan asks, whatever happened to 404 error? He's. I don't know what I can really say about that. It's not really appropriate to talk too much about what people are up to, but he's absolutely still in the industry doing stuff. I was talking to him the other day on Facebook. I'd say probably paralyzing might be better, but whatever works for you. Between paralyzing or banishment.
No reason to really get buffed. So.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Bard songs, definitely.
I always reason to get buffed with Bard songs.
Now, forgive Uklan, I haven't played him in probably over a year, so his gear is kind of lacking.
I know the feeling. And sometimes, especially when I was first starting off on this live stream again, it was bad. Because, I'm trying to find characters on every single server that I can play, but yet I still, at the time, certainly wanted to keep my privacy a little bit in terms of the characters I was playing live, because they were in guilds, and some of them knew who I was, and some didn't. And so I didn't want people to be like, "Oh, that guy I've been running with for a year is you?" And, so anyway, so the long and short of it is I kind of, struggled a little bit initially, but then eventually I got over myself and was just like, you know what? Let me see if anyone bugs me just playing my regular characters, and so far the answer has been basically no, so. But then, I am the kind of person who, while it might be rude, is also, sometimes I just won't answer tells. Like if I'm busy or hanging out with friends and just having a good time, and I really don't want to deal with, bug questions or what have you, I'll just be that rude guy who just doesn't answer tells.
Yeah, people have to respect your private time.
Yep. Titan asks, any date for Lamania? Yes and no. We have a target date, but we're not really ready to announce it yet because, like I said earlier this broadcast here, we need to get through the process a little more solidly before we're... Because I don't want to say, yes, and it's going to be this day, and then, 2 days before, we're just like, we're going to need to push it another day or two just because X, and then everyone I have to re-announce, well, I guess we're not doing that after all. It's going to be this day instead, so sometimes it's better off just kind of letting it happen naturally. But we can expect soon. Perhaps even as soon as next week. And we'll just see what happens. Yeah.
Ooh, I have no idea where I'm going here, but I think I'll just follow the blue dots.
Sure. Do you have disable? Can you disable that box?
Unfortunately, no, not in this character.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to hopefully not take damage then. There we go.
Nicely done.
Squish.
Oh. Oops.
Ooh. Drops you way back here.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I need to get the second valve then.
Yeah, if you can. Well,
I got it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, some barrels. I gotta break some barrels.
Let me bring back out that hireling just so I can heal myself. Yep. No, go ahead.
Healing spring on you too.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when you're in this mode, right? When you're as a balloon, you're extra vulnerable to slash damage.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
Yeah. In the same way that you're is it blunt in the other section of this quest?
The mirror.
Yeah, the mirror section. Yep.
I got the Medusa and so on.
I have had some luck by Alright, is everyone through the gate here? No. I'm gonna hit the lever again. And then I'll wait for you to come through Uklan.
I'm like I said, I think I'm at the end. I just have to break.
Oh, are you? Okay. Well, do what you gotta do. If you can get it, go for it. But did you already fight, like, the stuff?
Yeah, I shot him from above.
Okay. Well, maybe
yeah, there. There you go. What is that, a green key?
Yeah.
I have a green key.
Well, if you got the green key, then we don't even need to do this. We can just head on back.
So I just need to come back to you guys now?
No, just basically come back to, like, the general, somewhere else in the quest, just like the basic area. We don't need to do this section here.
Oh, there's a door up here, okay.
Yeah, except that we can't get back through. That's not very nice of us. What devious dev would require that?
Alright, well, I'm back up in the rafters. Oh, another beholder, another key. Oh, neg leveled. Paralyzed. Yeah, green rafters key. Another breakable door.
I'm trying to remember where I'm going here. Where am I going? There we go.
I kind of make this one up as I go.
Yep.
Hey, that's a beholder.
Yep.
Good, he went after you this time, not me.
Yeah.
Splat. Just trying to remember if I have anything here to remove nig level. Nope.
Yeah, I do.
Ah, yes, parts. Knew you're good for that. Thank you. Feeling much better now.
By the way, let me provide you with a minor tip here. I don't know how many people actually know this either. But do you know that your fly speed is at least in part determined by your swim score?
I got merfolks here. I should give it to you guys. No chameleon tail. Not this time. I don't think Medusas can actually fire above them.
That might well be. I don't know.
It would stand the reason. You
Yep.
gotta look that way. Yeah, there's so many traps in here.
Yep.
Gather on me, I'll throw another healing sprint.
There we go. You said you got the key, right?
Yep, got 2 of them
All right.
actually.
All right. All right, so why don't we might as well do the mirror section next, huh?
Sure.
Hey, Chokazra. Appreciate you being here.
I think I'm stuck down here.
I suppose it's possible?
Did we turn him into a?
Back into an elf. Yep.
Yeah. All right. You don't have Didor, do you?
Nope.
All right. You might be right then.
Oh, if you don't mind, I'll just step out and step back in.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
In
just
fact,
just for the purposes
Well,
today
if we
here.
lose the key.
I would lose
Oh.
the key.
We already returned the key. Or no, the
Or could somebody throw a dimension door on me?
maybe.
If I can find you.
Right above where you turn yourself into a balloon. Let's see if I can give myself a jump. Oh, can't do that either.
Probably should have taken the D-door earlier. Would have been smarter.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get that one fixed at some point. Really should.
Where are you at?
There we are. There we go. Nice dimension door. Thank you.
Awesome.
Skunk, it's Uklan. I'm still here.
Alright. I'm now a mirror. Which means I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. It's cool. The unstoppable benefit will fix Mind Blast. It'll free you. You know, I never really used that for a long time on this
It was
character.
broken for a long time.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Either way, I didn't use it for a long time, and I've started using it, and I've actually gotten a lot of use out of it lately. It's pretty darn useful.
Did you figure out where to go, or what?
No, I'm just playing around with locked doors. There you go.
If you go upstairs, there's one of the doorways here that should be open. There'll be a mirror in that room, and then you'll go through the mirror. And that'll get you where you want to be.
Oh, looks like Fred's guns in this.
Yeah!
Gotta remember how to use improved precise shot again.
Oh no! I'm dominated.
You're dominated, huh? Let's see, you want to tell us all the secrets?
Update 30 will be... no. We're going to start capping levels by update name. So next update, everyone's going to be capped at level 26. It's going to be a little while till we get back to where we were.
What, you guys got a quick heal for me?
I don't...
Hey, there we go.
I need to pay attention. Sorry.
Man, I just keep getting mind blasted. Man, I love what Purple Fuse did in this one. It's pretty great.
I'm liking the quest. Never
Yep.
done it before.
It's a little kooky.
It is. Alright, so we just got one more. Should be able to cruise through that fairly quickly. I assume everybody does this. Do you know that how great Cleave is for breakables?
Oh yeah. Only thing better is Sonic. What is that one? Sonic Blast.
Oh yeah? Fine, we'll just have to beat you down.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there you go. Alright, well, you're going to need to... There you go. Alright.
Newsmax business is completed on this plane.
You gotta let them all, right?
Yep, yep. Do you want to do these, right?
Huh?
Well, I mean, I could do these puzzles too if you were having trouble being flat.
You know how to.
That's not it. But yeah. I believe, yeah, over here on this one, I believe. No, actually, you go there, then you go there, then you go. Actually, that one was correct. And I usually do the corner here, so then you go around. There we go. This one I usually just try to work from the back.
Right.
Oops. Now you're a bard. How's your fascinate?
Decent.
Well, just to fascinate these mobs during the dance-off, then.
There we go.
Yep. It is 5:30 here, Patrick. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have a few minutes yet?
Few.
This will be done in just a couple here, assuming you can get this puzzle done quick.
Yeah.
So we just have this and the dance-off. Yep. Turn. Yep. There you go. Yay! Oop. Maybe hit that lever. I may do that after you're done. We'll just skip the meat locker key for now, because we're on a time crunch. So what we'll do then is we'll get started with the dance-off. You just drop Fascinate right away, and then we'll just dance our way to victory.
Yeah. Being flat is a pain in the butt.
Alright, so basically someone kick it off, someone do the fascinate, and then we're good to go. Uklan, why don't you talk to the MC Mimic? And then do a dance emote. There you go. And we're not even going to let them humiliate us. Oh, I'm 1% humiliated.
Ooh, yeah, the producers are not doing very well.
Nope. Being a bard in this quest makes a huge difference. Haste actually works too, by the way. If you're a haste ant, you'll also speed up.
Let's see if Longstrider helps.
How are they getting
That one,
humiliation?
because that one is still dancing. The one on the right. See the one waving her arms? There you go. Alright, well, as we're getting ready to wrap things up then, any kind of final thoughts or plugs here, Patrick?
DDoCast will be live on Sunday in the evening, afternoon, depending where you're at. And DDoCast Spot will be next Monday. Then we'll have the VOD special a week from Saturday.
Cool. How about you, Erlek? What you got going on? Anything you want to mention?
Just getting ready for playing a Halfling Warlock in the Halfling Summer Games here on Kyber.
Oh, nice, nice. Right. Yeah, when does that kick off? That's pretty soon
June
here.
5th, I think. Somewhere right around the first part of June.
Cool, cool. Yeah, the Halfling Summer Games is great. I may have to roll up a Halfling this time and do it.
It's definitely hilarious. The first time I did it was last year, and not only playing, with great people, but it's just funny seeing halflings running through.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And the tells we get, why are you being such a bigot? Why only halflings?
Yep. I'm just really short. Yeah.
If we ever get gnomes, we'll do a gnome summer game.
Nice. Cool. Well, I guess, like I said, for plugs, I've already kind of gone through all the announcements here. I did put up a new community news video on YouTube, so and we did do some shifting around in our YouTube channels as well. Oh, that's what I was going to say. By the way, Patrick, I will make a live stream full playlist. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. You had suggested on the show that I make one playlist on YouTube just for all the live stream videos only.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. I just haven't had time. Really? Oh, okay.
Now I'm going to have to come back and do this one again.
Yeah, this is a fun one. I love this quest. I like all of the Delirium quests, to be honest. I think they're super great.
They're pretty kooky. Alright, I gotta run. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks very much, Patrick. I appreciate you being here. Uklan, I'm going to see if I can still use this blue key to get into the freezer door, because why not? I don't know if I can, though. Can't remember if I can or not. Yes, I can. I'm in a meat locker. Oh, but there's nothing really in here, is there? Alright. Cool. Well, thanks everyone for watching Fridays at 4. Again, don't forget at 8 o'clock-ish tonight, we've got CSI Stormreach and Shindoku 8 going to be right here on twitch.tv/DDO stream for Pikers Anonymous. And then tomorrow night, Saturday night, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have the Moosey and View show. This is a really fun sort of great Saturday night programming if you're into that sort of thing. Hanging out, playing DDO, want to chat with other DDO players, you can find our chat right here on twitch.tv/DDO stream. We hope to see you. And until next time, talk to you again soon.